What up? What it do? It's your boy JDQ with the crew of Vision Eye View. While I await my trusty sidekicks, I'm just playing. While I wait for my team members to join the stream, I would like to politely and respectfully ask that if you find any of these team streams or live streams in any way, shape, or form funny, delightful, interesting, or whatever you think it, whatever you find it, feel free to share the link forward to your friends, your family members, your neighbors, co-workers, pets, acquaintances, I don't know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, your landlord if you have one. What I'm trying to say is bless it forward, all right? Bless the stream forward, all right? But yeah, while I wait for the other team members to pretty much suit up and get ready to go, I do, as always, I would like to thank every single one of you guys in advance for making the time to be here with us. I appreciate it. So far, up until right now, I see William and My Life in the stream. If there is anybody else, I don't see the name. So if you want to say hi or something, just so I know you're here, I'll appreciate it. I always do try to shout everyone, whether it be at the beginning or at the end or both, just to show my appreciation for you guys. You guys are always supporting myself and the team and this channel. So we really do appreciate it. But yeah, sharing is caring and all that good stuff. And yeah, tonight's show is going to be interesting because I will expand on the Gilly the Kid incident at the TSA checkpoint. As I stated in the video that I posted earlier tonight, I am former TSA. So, you know what I'm saying? I can tell a regular standard pat down from an extended unnecessary one, which rarely, if ever, it never happens. But if ever it does happen, it's extremely rare that an unnecessary pat down is performed. Yeah. William says crazy year so far, watching everything happening worldwide. Yeah, a lot of deaths, a lot of the whole plane crash thing. That was something. A lot of deaths of public figures and all this other stuff. More uncoverings of important documents with important intel and information, right? Come out to light. What else? Yeah, just a lot of interesting things happening already. Like I would say towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year, it's just like been a wave of weird happenings and weird deaths. You know what I'm saying? The death of the daughter of Elvis Presley, Gangsta Boo. The list goes on and on. But yeah, we will hit on some of those topics. But before I do, just a quick reminder, if you're not already following us on Instagram or TikTok or something like that, go ahead and do so ASAP. I do believe the links to those accounts are somewhere, whether it be on the actual page of the channel or somewhere on here. I'm pretty sure y'all can find the links to those social media accounts. Did you see videos of Ukraine bioweapons? Nope, I haven't seen that. You might have to send the link or something because I have not heard or seen about that. But to be honest, man, I want to say half the time, if I don't find out about something on my own, I find out about it through one of you guys or a very, very close friend of mine, or even my sister. My sister, she's very quick with finding interesting topics when it comes to the entertainment industry altogether. So, starting things off, I guess I'll get right into it. I'm gonna pull up the tab that I had earlier so we can get right into it. Okay. So, yeah. For those of you who have not seen the video yet, I'm about to take y'all by the hand and review this footage as carefully and as diligently as I can, and expand a little better, because with the VEB TV shorts, I have 5 minutes to kind of like be short, sweet, and to the point, and sometimes I don't really get a chance to get more detailed of what I'm talking about. So yeah, Aussie Kozak YouTube channel video went on today. You're gonna have to expand on that, William. What do you mean by that? But while I wait for that, so okay, yeah, let's hit play. Yeah, I have it on mute because I really don't care for the audio or whatever he's saying. Okay, so let me explain something to you guys that I did explain in the short video. Well, let me explain something to you guys. The AIT machine, okay, that he went through, because the other thing he could have done was, gotten a pre-check, right, or global ID or global entry or whatever, or he could have asked her to, be like wanted or something. It all depends. I know things change every now and then, and they do kind of like make sure everything's like fresh and like it's not the same routine over and over again, because if it were, could you imagine how many people would get away with a lot of stuff? Yeah, they have to keep things like fresh or whatever. But for the most part, when it comes to like pat downs, first things first, what you wear helps. It could help you or hurt you. So if you're wearing baggy clothes, it's gonna hurt you, because I'm telling y'all right now, that AIT machine is a glitch. Like it's super sensitive. Yeah, I'm talking about super sensitive. And of course, we got the lovely, beautiful, amazing, wonderful Emily Rose in the live chat. Everybody give Emily Rose an applause in live chat for taking out of her valuable time to be here with us. I appreciate your presence. Thanks for being here. Oh no, what? We got Sagtown Stoner in the house. Man, I haven't seen that username in a long time. Oh man. You just give me flashbacks, brother. Yeah, man. God bless you. I mean, listen, thanks for being here, man. Thanks for taking out of your important, very extremely important, what I'm saying, time and agenda to be here with us. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. But no, so the AIT machine is extremely sensitive. So if you're wearing baggy clothes, that machine is so sensitive that it'll pick up on the wrinkles of the baggy clothes. So even if you have nothing in your pockets, but that's why I used to stress making absolutely sure there's nothing at all in your pockets. That's one of the reasons why we stress it, is because I'm telling y'all right now, I have seen the machine alarm in a pocket that only had lint. So that's why sometimes you'll hear some of the officers saying, like, even if you have just lint in your pocket, take it out of your pockets, hold it in your hand, and make sure you present it to us or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? It helps prevent alarms, unnecessary alarms. So the fact that he's wearing baggy clothes is a huge indicator that this was bound to happen. All right. Mind you, we're not going to tell you what to wear. We're not going to tell you, hey, don't come here like this. You can wear what you want, but just keep in mind that that machine is so sensitive that if it's wrinkled or folded or whatever, the machine will definitely pick up on that. And if it does, we don't have a choice but to actually, pat down the areas that alarm. That's another misconception a lot of people have. Like, a lot of people think like we just do pat downs just to do them because because we want to pick on somebody, or we want to, what I'm saying, that we're trying to, what's the word? There's a word for that. When you kind of like set someone aside because of their color or their race or whatever. I know there's a certain word for it right now. I haven't heard it in years now. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, no, we don't do any of that. If you alarm, and this is how crazy it is, okay? Whether it be you or an 80-year-old man, okay, or you or an 80-year-old female, right? Obviously, females with females and males with males, right? No, there's another word. I mean, discrimination is one, but there's another word. I know there's another word. No. There's another word. Man. It'll come to me, or you guys will type it out eventually. So it could be, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter the age or the color or the race or whatever. If you just happen to alarm in an area, we have to, pat that area down. So for example, I'll give you guys an example. People in wheelchairs, right? If they alarm in the groin area, guess what? We have to pat down the groin area. There's another word. I know you guys will eventually type it out, but it's close. It's very similar to all those, but no, it's not any of those. Man, I can't believe I can't think of it right now. But anyways, I had a lot. Well, because my team and I, back when I used to be at the airport in Sanford, my team and I used to really, really dread when an 85-year-old man would alarm in the groin area while in a wheelchair, and he would have the colostomy bag or whatever it's called. Obviously, we would do everything with care and very carefully and respectfully and all that, but we would have to pat everything down. Do you think we want to do that? You think we're excited to do that? You think we're yeah, I'm gonna get to disturb this 85-year-old person who can barely move? Yeah, nah, man. We don't listen. I have so many stories about working as a TSA officer, man. It's not even funny. Actually, an old coworker of mine, he keeps getting at me to do a podcast with him, just to talk about our time as TSA officers and the many stories that we have available to tell the public. The time that I had to pretty much go through Ben Affleck's bag, yeah, that was something. The video shows the company name, etc. And guess what? Big Pharma is involved in it. How's he call that channel? Okay, just remind me later in the stream, and I'll check it out for sure. Just remind me though. Don't let me forget. But anyways, so let's see the rest of this pat down, and I'll tell you guys. All right, he's checking his hands. I checked the whole video from start to finish, and there's nothing unnecessary. There's nothing lengthy about the pat down. It was actually a pretty quick pat down. It was actually a very fast pat down. Matter of fact, if anything, and it's gonna sound funny, but if anything, that officer wasn't thorough enough. If I had to give my 2 cents in my review at me being a former TSA officer and seeing that pat down, if anything, he wasn't thorough enough. So I don't know what he's whining about. Yeah. See, look, bro. Ain't nobody trying to touch you. Ain't nobody trying to grab you. Ain't nobody trying to grope you. Nope. Nope. Y'all need to get the word out. He's being, y'all know I don't cuss, I don't curse, nothing like that. But he's being a little B word. He really is. And obviously I'm not gonna, but he really is being a little girl about it. He's being a crybaby. He's being, you know what I'm saying, an entitled little punk. Yeah, man. He's being a punk. I'm telling you right now, if I were to show this to any of my coworkers or old coworkers and be like, what do you think about that pat down? Everybody is gonna say that's pretty standard and it was pretty fast. I don't know what he's complaining about. You know what I'm saying? He really is acting like a little B word. He really, and let him know I said it. Let him know I said it. You know what I'm saying? Please let him know. Anybody in here or whatever that follows him, if if there is anyone in here that follows him, let him know I said so. Like, he's a punk. Being a little girl, he's been a little, you know what, and he needs to stop being a crybaby. You heard that, Gilly? You need to stop being a punk and stop being a crybaby and man up. It was a fast pat down, extremely standard, and if anything, he wasn't thorough enough. So you have 3 counts against you, my friend. Anyways, yeah, hopefully he sees that. And the video is Russian army showing the world that these bioweapons factory in Ukraine, and you'll say in the UK are involved. That's why that's supporting Ukraine. It's against the laws anywhere else. Interesting. I find that very interesting. Huh. I'll have to look into that, I guess. All right, so moving on to another topic that I wanted to talk about, because seeing this just gets me really mad, because a lot of people are like, if regular people are already entitled, like the average passenger is already entitled enough, imagine a celebrity, imagine a public figure like him. He just takes it to another level. He was exaggerating the movements as if the guy was like grabbing, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, just stop. Just stop. Stop being a little girl. And I'll repeat that as many times as I want, because that's what you look like. You look like a little punk. You look like a little girl. Oh, man. If I seen you in person, if I would have been there at the checkpoint, it'd be like, you scared? You scared, bro? Like, what? This is the most standard pattern I've seen in my life. Anyways, moving on. Moving on to the next subject, because that's going to get me a little... all right. So, check this out. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have already seen this, but we're going to get breeze right through. Rapper Young Thug and co-defendant conducted in-court drug transaction, prosecutors say. Now, as if he didn't already have enough on his plate, now to add on to it, allegedly and apparently, all right, as the video footage shows, because there is video footage and pictures, you know, he got passed like Percocets while in court. You know what I'm saying? Like an outside like drug deal where you see like little hand movements and hand gestures of like boom, 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 you know, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that happened, but in court, apparently. Let's read a little bit of the article. Yeah. Grammy-winning rapper Young Thug and a racketeering co-defendant conducted a hand-to-hand drug transaction during a court hearing, prosecutors said in a motion filed in Atlanta. Fulton County prosecutors say the alleged exchanges was captured on courtroom surveillance video Wednesday. That was about 2 days ago. The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Lamar Williams, and Khalif Adams are charged with conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act and participation in criminal street gang activity, among other charges. Here goes the picture or whatever. According to the motion seeking clarification of the record, Adams stood up from his chair and walked unattended to Young Thug and gave him Percocet. See? The motion said Young Thug tried to conceal his hand under the table. Sheriff's deputies took the painkiller and searched Adams, who resisted. He was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital after he appeared to ingest other items of contraband that he held on his person in an effort to conceal the extent of his crimes within the courtroom. Yo, I'm sorry. This is freaking hilarious, yo. Armansky. Blessings and love to you, Armansky. I mean, by all means, whatever you need to share. Okay. I don't know if this is... y'all know what y'all doing, I guess. I don't know if William knows Armansky, but sure. By all means. As long as this is nothing disrespectful or offensive to anyone here, go right ahead. I'm all for freedom of speech. Just be respectful. That's all. Okay, so that happened in a courtroom. So, and then of course I have one more thing I wanted to. Well, actually, I have 2 more things. But as far as like that goes, I just found it hilarious. Like, bro, you're already in trouble, and you're gonna go beyond that and get yourself in some more trouble. It makes absolutely no sense like at all. You will owe. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can share whatever you need. Whatever you need to share, Monsky. Man, I need like a serious back rub, like an actual back massage. I do believe I have 2 more things to share. All right, so I don't know if anyone's aware of this one because this is one of those lesser known artists or So it says here, let me just make sure I'm sharing it because sometimes they don't do it. Okay. New Orleans Parish DA discusses conviction and murder of rapper Young Greatness. The Orleans Parish District Attorney's Office announced a conviction in connection with the murder of a New Orleans rapper. Do y'all say like New Orleans or New Orleans? Because I've always said New Orleans. I don't know. That's the way I've always pronounced it, but I've heard it both ways. So, Orleans Parish District Attorney Jason Williams held a news conference at 11 a.m. about the conviction in the murder of Theodore Jones, also known as Young Greatness. Williams said Donald Rue, 28, was found guilty on all the charges he faced, including a second-degree murder charge. According to Williams, Rue was the mastermind behind the crime, recruiting his 2 younger cousins to shoot and kill Jones. Williams said Rue drove the children to the scene to commit the crime, telling them to hit a lick. Williams said the 2 younger suspects connected to the crime are already serving significant time in jail. And then we have a video right here.
Breaking news about it.
Lord.
A shooting here at home. An up-and-coming New Orleans rapper shot and killed overnight in the parking lot of a Waffle House along Elysian Fields.
Waffle House.
I-610.
And family members say the victim is 35-year-old Theodore Jones, also known as Young Greatness. WDSU's Heath Allen just spoke with family and joins us now live with the latest information on this unfolding story. Heath.
Hey, Charles, Randy, I just got off the phone with Janine Rose, who now lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and obviously she's devastated at this point over the loss of her son. Family members, including Miss Rose, identify the victim as 35-year-old Theodore Jones, known as Young Greatness. Here's what we know right now. Police say gunfire broke out outside this Waffle House in the 2900 block of Elysian Fields just after 1:30 this morning. Shell casings were found in the parking lot. The victim found near the curb. Jones's mother, Miss Rose, now living in Atlanta, tells me he was actually FaceTiming with his manager when the shooting occurred. What led to the murder, not known at this time. Rose says Jones was actually in New Orleans for a funeral and was supposed to have been back in Atlanta yesterday. Rose says her son graduated from Kennedy High back in 2002, never violent, didn't carry a gun, and she's upset over the continuing violence in New Orleans. She says the night doesn't have any eyes. She says nothing good happens at night.
I can't stand that place. They can have it with their politics and potholes. It's too many mothers taking slow walks to sad tunes while they sit at home and play politics with people life and people living. They can have it down there.
Again, New Orleans police investigating an overnight murder in the parking lot of this Waffle House on Elysian Fields. The victim identified by family members as 35-year-old Theodore Jones, a rapper known as Young Greatness. We'll have more on this continuing story as it develops. Guys, back to you.
All right, so that happened. Let's go to the story, but
Baby of the day.
okay, baby of the day. Yeah, man, it sucks, but yeah, it's really nothing you can do. A lot of these people want to live that lifestyle and, be part of it. So there's not much you can tell or say to any of them to get it through their head that lifestyle leads nowhere fast. So for this next article, you guys might want to share the stream forward with more people because I need as many people in here as possible because it's a very delicate, important topic. And I'm running the risk of potentially getting this stream flagged. I'm going to be sharing something extremely important. It has to do with kids and adults. And those adults doing certain things to said kids, if that makes any sense. So very important. Maybe some of you have seen it already. It has been circulating. But you might want to share this part forward because I need to make sure that as many people as possible saw it at once. Because of how important and delicate of a matter it is. So I'm gonna give you guys time to share the stream forward with more people. And again, I'm kind of risking the stream to get flagged. I'll see what I do to make sure it doesn't get flagged, or do what I can so that it doesn't get flagged. But the topic and the story needs to get out there because it's just that important. So I'm gonna wait. I want to see at least 10 people here before I start sharing. I see 8 people. So as soon as I see 10, I'll share the footage. What up, Brad? What up, brother Red? I hope you're doing well, man. What? I never got this channel monetized yet, bro. This channel hasn't gotten monetized yet. And it's funny because my Geeko, he said he's seen like commercials on the videos, which really sucks because we're not monetized. That means that YouTube is making money off of us without us seeing any of it. So to add more to the wound, not monetized, and then on top of that, they're making money off of us. So go figure. But I only see 8 people here. So as soon as I see 10 people, I will start the stream. But not any sooner than that. Let me just start sharing the tab. Even though you guys can't see it right away, hopefully. Oh, you can. Okay. Never mind. You guys didn't see anything. I see it's 9. Still only see 8 people. William, don't forget to share the link either on here or I guess you could share in the live chat and then someone can send it to me. I don't know how it's gonna work because I'm using StreamYard and I can't just copy paste the link. I'd have to type it down. Still see 8 people. I want to share the footage, but I'm just waiting for the 10 people. That way, I can at least know that 10 people at once saw the footage. And again, it has to do with adults, certain types of adults with children, and doing certain things with them, if that makes sense. So. Dead Twist, is that the link that William is talking about? I think I could go. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like super tired. Here, I'll pull up the YouTube tab, I guess, and do it that way because that's the only way I can actually do it. No wonder. I was about to say, what? Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Just saw it right now. Okay. So it's a pretty long video, but we'll definitely take a look at some of it at least. I got it pulled up separately. So yeah, definitely we'll be looking at that for sure. Now I see 7 people. So now y'all have like extra work. Because I really want to share it, but oh no, I'm sure it is worth it, William. I have no doubt at all that it's worth it. I'm actually someone who I like longer videos. Like I used to watch 3, 4, 5, 6 hour long documentaries straight through, like nonstop. So yeah, no, it's not because of the time. It's just, obviously 7 people. I need to see 10. I need to see 10 to share the important content with you guys. So as soon as I see 10 people here, I will share the important content. Until then, we're stuck here in a loop. Let's see 9. All we need is that one more. And make sure they stay here, because obviously if they come in and just leave, there's no point. So I need 10 people here at a time to share the extremely important content. Right. And you won't regret it. This is very, very, it's a delicate topic, obviously, but it needs to be, the word needs to be spread. Like the issue at hand needs to be, it needs to get out there, basically. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I read it earlier, but I didn't know this was for me. So okay. So Jóvenes or Hovo Avagayan from Toronto, Canada, a P word. Not allowed to say it. Oh, you know what? Let me just say it, because this stream might get fired anyways. So let's say it. So it says, so Jóvenes or Hovo Avagayan from Toronto, Canada, a pedophile. Yeah. Yep. So hopefully that helps. All right, I see 7 people here, man. Yeah, no, you're good, bro. Armansky, you're good. Hopefully it helps. I'm not sure if I said it right or if I pronounced everything right, but I did my best. I see 7 people, y'all. I need to see 10 to share the important news. Now I see 6, so I have extra work again. If I can share the stream forward, I will appreciate it. See, Gabby girl, what's up? Blessings and love to you. I think so, Armansky. I think you can. I don't see why not. Google Drive. I don't know what you mean. Now I'm a little lost. I see 8 people now. All we need is 2 more people, guys. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss the news here. And again, maybe some of you have seen it already, but maybe some of you haven't. So if some of you have not seen the article I'm going to bring up, you're not going to want to miss it. Let's see, 8 people. I need 2 more. Give me 2 more, guys. 2 more people in here. Doesn't matter who. Just 10 people. All I need is 2 more people. 2 more people. Let's go. And if you haven't hit the like on the stream already, go ahead and do so ASAP. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream. comment on it, share it forward. Now, I know what Google Drive is. I just don't know what. If you can send me the actual file of this current stream. I mean, I can, but that might be a little tedious on this end. I'd have to jump through a few hoops to make that happen, because I have to open up a tab and go into Google Drive and then do the whole thing, like as if I were sending like a Gmail or something. So I guess put your Gmail and I'll send you the link through there for sure. I see 8 people. I need 2 people, 2 more people, 2 more people, 2 more people, 2 more people, and I need. Oh, after the stream, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a long stream, so it's gonna be a large file. Yeah, but sure, I could do that. Yeah, first thing to do is always hit the like button for sure. I appreciate that, William. Thank you so much, man. I need 2 more people, y'all. 2 more people, and I need the 10 people to actually stay. Again, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to stop sharing the article if I see just like, the number go down. But obviously, it's, you're not going to want to miss it. That's all I'm saying. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to share it. I'll just leave it at that for now. Once I pull up the tab, you'll see why. Once I pull up the tab with the article, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, definitely the word needs to get out on this for sure. So. 2 more people, guys. Come on, 2 more people. 2 more people. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Avegyan. All right, 2 more people. Share. Let's go. I need to see 2 more people in here. Listen, man. If you're I can appreciate a good LOL at this point, because I'm like dying to get the article out here and like show it to you guys, but at the same time, like, yo, just need 2 more people. That's what we love. JDQ, you always reply when people drop a message on your videos. You know what happens, William, is is some YouTubers get a lot of messages at once, like a lot. Because right now there's only like 8 of you, so yeah, I'm gonna see like each message individually without having to like scroll through it. But some YouTubers or streamers, they have a lot more messages to go through, and it gets a little stressful to go through them. All right, we got Melissa Kleins. I still need 2 people. I see 8 people in the live chat. So I need 2 more people in the house. But thank you, Melissa. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, so thank you. Now I see 7. Now I need 3 more people. Somebody left y'all hanging. Let's see. That could be true, William, but I'm obviously I'm going by the numbers that I'm seeing on this end. So right now I see 7 people on. I don't know if that number is accurate or not or whatever, but that's the number I'm going by. So if that's true, then I'm still needing 3 more people. So share. Please share forward, because I'm about to share an article that's extremely important, extremely delicate, extremely, urgent. But I want to make sure at least 10 people at once at the same time see it, if that makes sense. So please share the stream forward. That way I can share the article and go through the information on it and all that good stuff. And again, I'm risking my channel getting flagged because of it. So, you know, I'm doing a service more so for you guys than myself. Because if I'm risking getting this stream flagged or whatever, yeah. So I'm not just saying I want 10 just because I want 10. Yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say, basically. All right, I see 8. I need 2 more people, 2 more people, 2 more people. Let's go. 2 more people, 2 more people, 2 more people. Yeah, it is. It is, right? And I haven't even really been. Yeah, I mean, I take care of it on a bi-daily basis, but I don't be doing like extra stuff. You know what I mean? Like I do the oil like maybe like every few days in between, or like once a week. Yeah, I'm definitely risking this stream by sharing what I'm going to share with you guys. So, but it's because it's important. So, I need 2 more people, y'all. 2 more people. 2 more people. Let's go. More people. Let's go. I'm watching. I need 2 more people, y'all. I see 8 people in the building. 8 people, and I need 10. I see 8. I need 10. I see 8. I need 10. Let's go. 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 Get them other 2 in here. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Let's go. 2 more people, y'all. Just 2 more people. Don't nobody leave, but just make sure you share the stream forward with 2 more people. If everyone shares with 2 more people, there'd be a lot more than 10. So I'll leave it at that. Let's see, 8 people. I need 2 more. No, it's okay with him. Just if you have WhatsApp or whatever, or just even regular messaging, if you send a link to other people in your contacts, whoever it is, it doesn't matter who it is, just anybody, it should work. Like it should. Now I'm like working up an unnecessary sweat up in here because I'm wearing a long sleeve. I mean, I'm wearing a hoodie, but I'm wearing like a long sleeve piece of like sweater, and I can't turn the fan on because the green screen will start moving and it'll be all weird. So it's like I got 2 big lights next to me pointing right at me almost. It's really uncomfortable. And I'm wearing like all black basically. We got 10. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So share this forward, okay? This is by townhall.com. Okay, tapes. We investigated a suburban alphabet people P-word ring. Here's what we found. All right, I'm gonna play. It's a barely 5-minute clip, and there's more to the article, but let's see what the video has to say.
They come in.
By the way, for YouTube and Google, I'm sharing this content for commentary, research purposes, and educational purposes. So it is within my fair use to share it. Okay? Okay.
Blazing with AK-47s or whatever.
How many people was it?
10, 15, a lot. They were doing like a drug bust or something.
Yeah, you can tell in that left shot that he has a big bruise on the left side of his face.
Yeah,
But
they slammed him against the floor in the foyer. He had bruises on his knees, his face.
Let's read that real quick. A months-long town hall investigation reveals disturbing new details about the affluent Alphabet People activist couple accused of sodomizing their young adopted sons, now ages 9 and 11. 9/11. Coincidence. And distributing homemade child P-word of the sexual abuse. The adoptive fathers 30. You can't make this stuff up, yo. I know it's a coincidence, right? I know it's a coincidence, but the children, one age 9, the other age 11, and then the adoptive father's 33-year-old William Dale Zulak Jr. I know it's a coincidence, but you just can't make it up. And 35-year-old Zachary Jacob Zulak were arrested overnight on July 27, 2022. So this was last year. Family member concerned about the well-being of the children shared the recorded jailhouse.
Slammed him on the floor, and I hate to say this, but I don't sleep in clothes, so they rested me in my bed naked, put me in a cruiser with no clothes. I sat in the back of that cruiser from 11:30 to about 4 a.m. naked in the back seat of that cruiser while they searched our house for God knows what.
Are y'all seeing this and reading this? Not only did the married men allegedly rape the two brothers who were adopted through a Christian special needs adoption agency. Oh, yo. They were pimping out the children to nearby. They were pimping out the children to nearby pedophiles. In Atlanta area suburbs, town hall's follow-up investigation uncovered.
They seized the house, everything inside of it, all of our cars on the property.
Let's rewind that real quick.
They seized the house, everything inside of it, all of our cars on the property.
As always, there goes the mouse. There goes the Disney mouse. There goes, you know what I'm saying? Man. The 17-count indictment charges the Zulak co-defendants with soliciting 27-year-old Hunter Clay Lawless and 25-year-old Luis Armando Vizcarro Sanchez to perform an act of prostitution with their adopted child.
I think they took our house because they think there was extra money coming in from somewhere, and we're like in our 30s and we have this big giant house, and they didn't think we could afford it.
I can't even read some of the stuff, man. I really can't read some of the stuff. Man. Lawless who snitched on the Zulags told local law enforcement he received numerous messages via Snapchat from Zachary about doing stuff with his son tonight, and to stand by for images, videos of the adoptive father sexually abusing the boy.
I mean, can I ask you, does this guy know you at all, or some random thing he's just trying to, rat somebody? I mean, can I ask you that, or?
So last time he was here, I told him something, and I told you last time he was here, I told him something. I wrote him down something, gave it to him. It's something around those lines, but more.
Me and Zach worked our butts off for everything we've had.
Zachary admitted to sending the child pornography to less than 1,000 people.
And they called me out front again for fingerprints, and I saw the new charges that they're putting against, I'm assuming both of us. There's 17 charges.
I mean, are you worried about the boys? Of where they are, or?
I mean, yeah, but I definitely can't talk about that.
Wow.
I don't want to say it, but brace yourself for the truth. Okay? Just don't give up. Honest. You talk to Zach, tell him I still love him.
I can't bring them around other people. These women. I just feel quite because of the hate.
Are you serious, yo? Wow. Thank God, yo. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, man. Like, the Zulags have been indicted by a grand jury on charges of incest, aggravated sodomy, aggravated child molestation, felony sexual exploitation of children, and felony prostitution of a minor. Each of the co-defendants is facing over 9 life sentences. They have pleaded not guilty? Yo. Ah, boy. Oh, man. Yeah, that's true. Sadly, and that's the thing, man. It's like the damage is done. Like, there's traumatic experiences that we can grow and life goes on or whatever. But psychological issues, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that can ever heal anyone from any of that is God and Jesus Christ. That's the only thing and person that could ever heal anyone who has gone through something that traumatic. God and Jesus Christ. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no amount of therapy. There's no amount of sessions. There's no amount of medication. There's no amount of any of that that can cure you and heal you and pick you back up and, you know what I'm saying, and clean you off, dust you off, and make you new, other than Jesus Christ and our Lord and Savior. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing that could help. And you know what's gonna happen to them? To the fathers. God hits harder. Yeah, God will hit them harder for sure. Thinking of people started cutting bits of. If it wouldn't be long to sex offenders that has that fear before even thinking of touching kids. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. But we're not monsters like them, so we have to rise above it and be the bigger people. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it was a very strong topic, but it was a very necessary topic. And I really hope, you guys share the stream forward, because that topic and that specific article needs to get more attention for sure. But yeah, we'll do like one more topic here. I pulled up the link that William sent me earlier, so we're gonna go through it together. And then I guess we'll call it a night, because I do believe the fellas are having trouble getting on, probably. So yeah. Well, whatever path their minds follows could possibly be going to destroy 20 other people. Yeah. No, I get it, man. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. And I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, do everything lawfully, right? Obviously, do everything by the book as best as you can. But at the same time, don't take justice into your own hands. You know what I mean? The Gmail. Okay, I think I saw that. Yeah. Okay. Let me just accept it, because it's telling me that you're requesting to. Let's see. It's the Vision Eye View TV account. Okay, I see you. Here, let's do that, and let's do. Okay, got it. Okay, I got you, bro. I hope so. I hope he does get arrested, for sure. Obviously, right? We all want to see justice, right? But anyways, here, I'm gonna share the link that William sent me, and then we'll call it a night, because that article alone just really, honestly, it sent me into like a little spiral, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was tough. That was tough to go through and like talk about. Here we go. Let's lower the background music I have going on over here, that for whatever reason sounds a lot louder than what it did earlier. Okay, that's a lot better. All right, here we go. And let's do this up.
Are now becoming the ones who are right, and the ones who are against us are the ones who are wrong. And every day as we proceed, it's becoming more and more obvious that the other side, the side of Jacinta Ardern, the side of Gladys Berejiklian, the side of Brad Hazard, the side of...
Yeah, I could do that. Do you think Hovens Avagian will get arrested? Let me see if I can go back to the actual first comment that you told me earlier. Here, let's see if I can find it. So Hovens or Hovo Avagian from Toronto, Canada, a pedophile. Okay. Do you think Hovens or Hovannes Avagian or Avagian will get arrested? I hope so. If he is a pedophile, of course, I hope he does get arrested. Here we go.
The Doherty Institute, the side of NATO, the side of the CIA, the side of the WF, the side of Klaus Schwab, the side of Pfizer, the side of AstraZeneca. They are losing. They are losing. You know, they had the upper hand. They had the advantage for a while. They scared the whole world into doing whatever they wanted. And now things are changing. And the fact that I can even talk about this on YouTube, the fact that I can even say those words, the fact that I can use those words, and I'm not suspended, I'm not banned, is a major development in itself. We know that Twitter, that YouTube, that a lot of the major tech companies have, reviewed or taken a different approach to censorship which they used to have in place when it came to discussing things about medical information policy, misinformation, so they call it. But the government now wants to come out and protect us from medical misinformation, right? They want to protect us. They've been disinforming us for all these years, and now the government's identifying that on social media, people are speaking too much truth. They want to find another way to shut it down. This is how scared the government are of their own people. This is how scared the government are of people freely being able to discover information on their own.
Quick shout out to Demand Your Health. God bless, man. God bless. Not much. We're just going through some medical info here.
What's so bad about you watching YouTube videos of Aussie Cossack? What's so bad of you watching, free independent journalists getting alternative view to what the mainstream media is showing us? The government fears that, obviously. So, who knows what they've got in store for us next, but they don't like me. They don't like you watching this channel. And that's why this channel is, very heavily shadow banned and demonetized, and, they interfere artificially with the algorithm to try to cut the oxygen to this channel in terms of views and subscribers and so forth. But it doesn't matter. We win in the long run. We win in the long run, and we can already see the fruits of being on the right side of history. All these people are panicking. Jacinta Ardern resigning, everyone resigning. They know they've got a guilty conscience, and they realize that it's all over. It's all over. It's all crumbling down. Their whole story in regards to the vaccines, in regards to everything that they've been doing. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a long time, for the last few years, you would have remembered that last year in March 2022, just at the beginning of the conflict, of the special operation, I made a video where we unearthed some documents. We revealed some documents that were seized by the Russian military in one of these bioweapons labs facilities. And one of these documents, as you will remember if you were watching back then, I think it was on our Telegram channel because it was banned from YouTube. And by the way, if you're not a member of our Telegram, jump on and become a member. The link's in the description below. So this video that we made got 500,000 views in the first few days. It was quite full on and went viral. Now the paper trail, which we're going to reveal here today, leads actually back to Australia. So we've got documents which the Russian military have actually released. So they've captured these documents through the course of their campaign, and they've released these documents. Now the first document on screen, check it out. This is a document that's addressed to the Victorian Infectious Reference Laboratory, the Doherty Institute, and it's coming from a Ukrainian organization, which is very interesting because it's linked to the Ukrainian government, and it's linked to these biolabs, which are funded by NATO. It was basically exposing the Australian, Melbourne-based Doherty Institute's links to the Ukrainian biolabs, which were run by the United States and their pharmaceutical partners. Now, today, we've got an excellent video that's come all the way from one of the towns, Roberzhne it's called, which has been liberated by the Russian military. And this is something that I wanted to do, but I'm obviously stuck in Australia. The government's taken away my passport, closed down my bank accounts. They're trying to arrest me, put me in jail. But it doesn't matter. I'll get there. We'll get there. I actually wanted to go there and do this myself and walk into one of these biolabs and gather as much intel as possible and have a look, is this fair income, what's going on there? And look, someone's done it, and thank you to these people. We've got a video from there. I'm going to play the video now, so stay tuned, and you'll be shocked to see what they find. The admissions that they're making and the conditions in which these experiments are being taken out upon locals. And of course, just to recap, the reason why the United States put their biolabs in the Ukraine is because in the Ukraine you can get away with basically anything. There aren't those rules that exist in other countries. So have a look at this video. They talk about blood serum samples. And these same blood serum samples, they talk about exporting them to overseas countries, including Australia. And this is where, in March, we made that video. We found those documents that linked the Doherty Institute. The Doherty Institute in Melbourne at that time was importing blood samples. Right in the beginning of the whole pandemic, they were importing these blood samples from these biolabs in Ukraine. We haven't still got any answers from the Doherty Institute. It's a very mysterious organization, but it's the organization that ran our lives for 2 years there in a row and still has a lot of influence in this country. You know, Gladys Berejiklian, Dan Andrews, they used to talk about the Doherty Institute as if it's God, as if it's, you know, the government. And every single day of our lives was governed by the input or the influence or the recommendations, or should I say the tyranny from the Doherty Institute. So here's the link to the biolabs where they were importing blood serum samples, no doubt something very illegal, something very unethical, dishonest, and something which they wanted to hide from the general public, which is why after I put that video out in March last year, the press just attacked me. They just went wild against me. The press is sort of laid back now because I think the mainstream media journalists now understand themselves that they need people like Ozzy Kozak.
You need people like me so you can say that's the bad guy.
They need for there to be some type of, you know, very, very free, independent opposition in terms of information and journalism. And this is what Australia lacks. Liberal and Labor are the same party. The mainstream media are just covering the government. They're the ones that allowed the government to get away with this. So look, I'm going to play the video for you now. Have a look. We've got English subtitles just for you guys to watch, and very confronting. Watch to the end. You know, it's quite long, but this is raw footage from inside the bioweapons factory, one of the labs which the Russian military has seized. And don't forget, this is one of the reasons why the Russians did this, because they knew that NATO and the Americans were in Ukraine and they were conducting these illegal tests on humans, live tests, testing out medications, testing new virus strains, testing all sorts of things to do with, you know, blood samples and adrenochrome. And it's, you know, all very, very dodgy, but we need to do more research into this. So have a look. Tell me in the comment section what you think, what you got out of this video. Raw footage from inside one of the captured US biolabs, which is now under the control of the Russian military.
Building of Farm Biotest, a Ukrainian company, clinical and diagnostical center. In fact, they were taking tests from people, usual biochemistry of blood, all kinds of blood tests, and nearby another building. So, clinical and diagnostical center here, Farm Biotest. Also, at the same building on the third floor, they had wards where they were doing tests on volunteers. They were testing different pills, different medicines that hasn't always had been through the stage of testing on animals. They received these medicines from the US and from Europe. Here they were tested on people for a little amount of money. We found documents which showed that they used raw materials of low quality that were not allowed to be used in other countries, or they were testing just invented medicines, like, for example, medicines against coronavirus, and also different drugs in forms of spray, analgesics, so painkillers in forms of spray. Nearby, there is a neighboring building, which was the administrative building of farm factory. So here there was one owner. On Microhim, which is the other building, they were producing medicines. Then he becomes the shareholder of Farm Biotest, where they do testing of these medicines. So he gets this loop. He gives himself the positive certificates that the medicine has been successfully through the medical testing and it can be used. What kind of medicines were they? All kinds of medicines for the heart, against viruses, antibiotics. The most important one was analgesic drug in the form of a spray, similar to morphine. According to the documents of the specialists who work here, the scientists, they gave conclusions that it's not advisory to have this medicine in the form of a spray because there is immediate addiction in a person with euphoria, hallucinations, when the pain symptoms are numbed. And this is what we hear about this Ukrainian soldiers from our soldiers, that they would see Ukrainian soldiers who would walk ahead without an arm or without a leg. It might not be the result of the drugs, but also the result of the usage of this particular medicine. Also, there was raw materials of low quality that was received from different countries with certificates showing that it should not be used, like aspirin, for example. But they would still use it in different pills and test it on Ukrainians who were here, and either allowed or not allowed it for sale. Also, they were doing experiments on contaminating pills with different bacteria that are here. Like if we have a person, we as humans, we all have bacteria in our body. But if you get more and more and more of the same bacteria in your body, then you can get sick. And when from the US laboratory they received the medicine against coronavirus, and which wasn't tested on animals, they started to test it on humans right here, right away. And then we had this strange outbreak of coronavirus here, because there were many people who would come from Ukraine, the pensioners and other people who would come here. So this migration was happening, and this disease was brought here. And people would come from Ukraine, and on the third day after, they would get into hospitals with severe case of coronavirus, severe form of coronavirus. Plus the vaccine that was brought here, Pfizer and AstraZeneca. We found documents where the employees of these two organizations refused to be vaccinated, and then they were fired as a result. So they were also testing it on their own, clinical testing on their own employees. And even there were lethal cases. We found documents confirming that. According to what the local people say, the medical conclusions that were given to them, they were not real. So when were people taking these different medicines, they did not know what exactly they were taking. There were also many documents with description of severe side effects, but still they were continuing to be given these medicines to the people. The request is to step over it. When, according to the locals, they received the order to get out of here, to take all the employees and documents out of here, they took documents and some of the equipments and medicines. They took it out. So when Ukrainian soldiers went out of this building, they went to the neighboring houses, residential houses, and they were constantly shooting from grenade launchers into these two buildings. Also, according to the locals, they were constantly sending the coordinates for artillery strikes. And in the basement of this building, they found tretyl and a canister with fuel. So they definitely wanted to blow up this building. And when we were working here, then from time to time, and in the beginning actually constantly, we would find trap mines here. Like each morning we would find them, and the night we would find these transponder devices, after which the shelling of this building would continue again and again.
Trying to destroy the place.
There must have been a lot of stuff on the hard drives here, according to what I know.
It's interesting. They stripped out the hard drives and even the processors from these computers. They've taken out the hard drives and even the memory and the processors for these computers. So there's absolutely no data that can be recovered.
The workers' journal. Bureau. Mm-hmm.
All of this is in Russian. After that, we go to the basement. The medicine against coronavirus was offered to people when they were sick, but they didn't know the mechanism of action of this medicine. So it was unpredictable how the disease would develop. And they had here all the required equipment for resuscitation and reanimation, which means that it didn't go so smoothly for them. Any deaths that we know about, the local people say that yes, there were lethal cases, there were deaths, also deaths among the employees of these institutions who took part in these tests. But the medical conclusions were that it would be a heart attack, for example, and that for a person who is 30 years of age. So it's really kind of weird and unlikely. And plus, there was a huge staff rotation because people were refused to get vaccinated, so they would resign instead. And they were refused to be vaccinated with Pfizer or with AstraZeneca vaccines, so they resigned. What were the years when it was happening? It was during the whole time of conflict from 2014. We found the documents dated 2015, 2016, and of course during the coronavirus time when this foreign vaccine would appear here. So during the whole conflict, it was happening.
It looks very safe the way it's stored.
Yeah. Right.
Clinical trial. Basically, they were performing clinical trials on unsuspecting people here. And people from Severodonetsk would come here, medical treatment, they'd inject them full of shit, and they'd see if they'd die or not. So a lot of these COVID vaccines were actually tested here. Can you tell us once again about the COVID vaccines?
Vaccination against coronavirus was happening here. It was both just population and the employees of the place. We found documents where the employees of these organizations refused to vaccinate themselves by Pfizer or AstraZeneca, and then they were fired for that. Yeah, they had to accept the vaccine or they had to be fired.
It's very interesting, and I think that it will be very. It was very bad experience for all Ukrainian people, and people didn't know what happened with them. They try to find some money, to have some money, but they don't know that it can be deadly for them.
Rubella virus. Yeah, look at this.
So there's quite a lot of these cards that they're looking at. They found many of them. They are like blood testing cards. Normally, these cards were used for testing the bloods of babies. Here, she says, they took a lot of blood from people to test this blood. For example, how it reacts to different medicines and all other different tests. It would cost a lot of money for the US to take so much blood. And here it was for free. And the samples were found here and they were sent directly to Kiev. So the question, why would you send it to Kiev for testing when you have the clinic here with equipment worth of so many billions? It's totally illogical. So they were looking for Slavic blood. Yes, but as tests, why do you think that was the case? Probably for the same tests, like how would such and such disease or bacteria or virus behave with this particular blood, so that they would be more efficient in the way they affect a human, like what affects the central neural system, or maybe the change of DNA or something, so that people would be born with certain deficiencies. So they were not taking the blood to do something useful for Slavic people, but to harm them. Exactly. It's the card to collect. Well,
Yeah, I photographed a couple.
This is the cards to with blood samples from the volunteers. So there's spills of blood here on each card. It shows the name of the medicine that's been tested and the name of the volunteer. Normally, this card is used to test the blood of newly born babies. But here, what they were testing it for is really unclear because we can't read the codes. We don't know this legend.
Teaching English.
They grow bacteria in here, both pathogenic and non-pathogenic bacteria. And when they get them in good quantities, in enough quantities, they can use them to contaminate either medicines or people. All this equipment is foreign. Mostly the supplier of equipment in Europe or in the US. Here it says UK, US.
Pharma biotest.
All right. So that was extremely interesting for sure. I'm gonna have to put that in one of my playlists. I'll have to bring it up later. But yeah, for sure. That definitely worth the watch. As William said earlier. A lot of great information on that video, a lot of unknown information that I'm pretty sure most of us were unaware of. So, I mean, William, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate for you sharing that with all of us. I appreciate it. It's shocking. That's why you're saying UK sent so many weapons. Had to cover this up. Yeah. And yeah, it was mind blowing. Definitely mind blowing for sure. I hope some of you guys screen recorded that because again, I don't know if that's gonna flag this stream, or if not that, the thing I shared with you guys earlier might flag the stream. But it is what it is, man. All in the name of justice and awareness, right? But yeah, sadly, the team was not able to attend tonight. But I was here for about an hour and a half. So that's a win in my eyes because I'm extremely sleepy and tired. But again, William, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys share the stream forward with all your friends and family members because of that information for sure. And the information I shared with you guys earlier about the kids and all that. Yeah, I will let you guys go. See, I'm not even lying. I'm tired, yo. I'm gonna let you guys go. Y'all stay safe and blessed. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know you could have done literally anything else with your time, but you chose to be here with me. So I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. It means everything. If any of this information shared on tonight's stream at all, whether it be the information that William sent, about that, or the information and articles that I shared before, whatever, anything that you found useful or interesting or anything, just make sure you share the stream forward. Also, if you're wanting to help the channel, the team, or myself and my family out with any blessings through the PayPal or Cash App tags, you can do so as well. You don't have to. You're not forced to. I'm not asking you to. But if you want to and you can, and you've paid all your bills, you've got food in the fridge, you know what I'm saying? And you wanted to just bless me and the family with something to keep the channel going, then the options are there for you guys to bless it forward. Yes. Amen to that. I receive it, William. Thank you so much. And same to you and your family and friends and coworkers. But yeah, the options are there. Both PayPal and Cash App tags and links are on the channel. If you're wanting to do that, again, you don't have to. You're not forced to. I'm not asking you to. But if you want to and you can, the options are definitely there. All right. So that being said, yeah, thanks again, William, Emily Rose, Al Derdmes, Demand Your Health, Anmansky, Uncanny Valley, Dead Twist, of course, as always here. Sagtown Stoner was here tonight, Melissa Kleins. I feel like there was somebody. Oh, Gabby Girl was here. My Life was here. I know Red Hood was here earlier too. Who else was out here? I think that's everyone. Yeah. And anyone else who was here, even for a few seconds or a few minutes or throughout the whole thing, but didn't say anything, then hey, shout out to you too. I appreciate you. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. And as always, JDQ with Vision Eye View TV out. See you guys on the next one.